Hey guys, in this video I'm going to give you some updates about what's going on in the Philippines and travel. There's some rumors going around about tourists being able to come back November 1st. We're going to dive deeper into that. We're going to talk about Filipinos being able to leave the country, and we're also going to talk about retirement visas being canceled. Stick around. Okay guys, so I just finished a live stream actually this morning, and I'm hearing a lot of people were actually questioning, hey, I heard that tourists are going to be allowed on November 1st into the Philippines. And I've also seen that in a few Facebook groups as well. So I wanted to clarify that. What that is foreigners with investor visas allowed to enter the Philippines starting November 1st. Now, I don't have all the details on it. I'm going to go through some of the article here, but yeah, so what it is if you have an investor visa, you are now allowed to enter the Philippines, and that is as of November 1st. That's going to help boost the economy's reopening. Now, all the articles that I'm going to go over today will be found down in the description. You can also find them over on the Geo in the Philippines Facebook group. So, either place. So, yeah, what it is it's not tourists, it's foreign investors, and the foreign investors have to have 75,000 US. That's out of reach for most of us foreigners coming here to live or to retire or what have you, or just to come as a tourist is the main thing. A lot of us may have the 75, but you wouldn't want to invest it into the Philippines. So foreign nationals allowed are those who have visas issued by the Bureau of Immigration. So I believe you already have to have it. I don't know if you can apply for it now. But again, I don't know if that 75,000 is like if you have bought a condo or if it's just liquid or you have to invest it. I don't know all the details on it. You guys can read the article, check it out. But I just wanted to clarify, November 1st, that is for foreigners with investor visas only. That is not tourists or anybody else coming in. Okay. So some other things that I wanted to go over, and another one is this article here, which was pretty huge. So the PRA, which is the Philippines Retirement Authority, is indefinitely suspending processing applications for new special resident retiree visas starting October 23rd. So that is as of yesterday here in the Philippines. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that if you were looking for a retirement visa to come into the Philippines, or if you were planning on applying for one, even if you're already here, you can no longer do so. So if you don't already have it, then you're out of luck as of right now. Now, they do want to hammer out some new details and see what they might change going forward. I don't know. I did mention in my live stream today, as of right now, the Philippines has one of the most relaxed tourist visas in the world. As a foreigner, you can come here and you can literally stay up to 3 years as a tourist by just extending and extending and extending your visa. And a lot of people do that. Now, will this go away? I think it probably will at some point, and that's where you would want to get a retirement visa. So a lot of people are going to want to look into that. Now, me, myself, I don't plan on being here forever. So it doesn't really apply to me because I plan on leaving here probably around the beginning of next year. But again, so the Philippines Retirement Authority, they made the move after it was revealed during Senate budget deliberations that the PRA has been allowing foreign citizens as young as 35 years old to retire in the country. Now, apparently that was aimed at South Koreans who can retire from military service at the age of 35, and that's why it was initially set up that way. But now they are saying that there are 27,678 Chinese retirees in the Philippines, the highest number among over 100 nationalities who chose the country as their retirement destination. So thank you again, China. So anyway, I will let you guys read the article, but again, they said this was initially set up because at 35 years old, members of the Korean military retire at age 35. Two of the senators argued that it's hard to believe that such young Chinese citizens were retirees and were not working legally in the country, considering that individuals at the age were generally able-bodied. So likely what that means is that there are a lot of Chinese here, and this has happened before, but they're probably working under the table. They have a business or something. Who knows if they're paying somebody off or what? I don't know. Or they're just doing it on the down low. And they're probably working and making money with some kind of Filipino business. So that's what that is. So on the last thing I wanted to talk about was a lot of people have messaged me or talked to me in groups about Filipinos now being able to leave as of October 21st. Now that is not a rumor, that is correct. The IATF is allowing non-essential foreign travel for Filipinos starting October 21st. Now, over on my Geo in the Philippines Facebook page, I listed down all the requirements it would take for a Filipino to leave the Philippines. So you guys can check that out. But basically, the government is lifting the ban of non-essential travel of Filipinos as of the 21st of October, which was 3 days ago. So they must, for Filipinos traveling abroad, they must present a confirmed round-trip ticket, as well as adequate travel and health insurance for tourist visa holders. This is what I had talked about previously, and I do have that link down in my description for health and travel insurance, which covers COVID, by the way. And they must follow the existing rules for returning overseas Filipinos as they fly home, which involves undergoing quarantine in dedicated isolation facilities while waiting for a negative swab test result. Okay. Those heading out should also sign an immigration declaration acknowledging the risks involved in traveling, as well as present a negative antigen test result within 24 hours before departure. Okay, so a lot of people now, since they are not being allowed into the Philippines, they are now inquiring about their Filipino or partner traveling out and meeting someplace. So the Filipinos do have quite a long list of countries that they can visit without any kind of visa. Some people have also discussed maybe them going to Mexico and meeting up there. Now there's a Mexican embassy, I believe, in Makati that they would have to apply for a visa. So I'm not going to get into all of that. That might be the way to go for some people if you don't want to wait anymore and you're trying to figure out a way to meet your Filipina, then maybe meeting outside. Now, there are a lot of steps into getting a Filipino a passport. You have to have a national ID. You've got to have an MBI clearance. There's a bunch of steps to get your passport as a Filipino, and so that's going to take some time if they don't already have their passport. But once that's done, then maybe an option of leaving the Philippines and meeting outside could be an option. Last thing I will talk about is the movement of the Love is not tourism movement. And that seems to be picking up speed. I don't know if anything will come of it. There is a Facebook group. There's also the website, loveisnottourism.org. And I thought that was pretty interesting, and that seems to be picking up steam. And some countries have already allowed travel for those that are in a relationship. You can read more about it on their website. So I have that video. You guys can find that down in the playlist as well. So guys, if you have any questions, comments, I'm not an expert on this stuff. I just wanted to make it aware because there's a lot of rumors and things going around about where they can go, tourists being allowed in, and I just wanted to set the record straight for a lot of people so there's no misunderstanding. So again, questions, comments down below. We can have that discussion. Links to these articles will be found in the description. Check out Geo in the Philippines Facebook page for all these news articles and where I post stuff almost on a daily basis. So guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.